Think real firepower needs gunpowder? These high-impact weapons prove you can deliver serious force without a single round of traditional ammo. Time to check them out. This airgun's so powerful that the German government wants to ban it. The GoGun 6 Needler is an impressively engineered CO2-powered revolver that achieves a level of penetration and localized damage far beyond typical CO2 pistols. The frame and cylinder are machine-molded and finished for a utilitarian look, which keeps costs down while still feeling solid in the hand. The removable 6-shot cylinder design makes swapping loads and clearing the gun fast and easy. It runs on 12-gram CO2 cartridges and uses a valve system tuned for dart propulsion. Stock standard valve numbers from the maker put muzzle velocity around 308 feet per second. There are also high-powered valves and aftermarket upgrades shown in field tests that push velocities higher. The 6 Needler fires short, lightweight 9mm diameter darts. The darts are narrow and pointed, designed to concentrate energy on a very small area, which is why penetration tests show them behaving very differently from BBs or pellets. What makes the 6 Needler feel dangerous is how it performs in testing. Multiple reviewers have demonstrated the pistol's ability to punch through barriers that would stop ordinary airgun ammo. Video tests show the needles defeating hard targets and penetrating protective materials that would normally blunt conventional projectiles. That capability is the reason it's controversial, and the reason governments are racing to decide how the law should treat devices that are low on formal energy numbers, yet high on real-world harm potential. There aren't that many compact, lightweight hunting air rifles out there, especially ones that fold up small enough to put in a small backpack. The Pathfinder XR is a full-power air rifle, which follows a similar concept to the hugely successful Ranger XR predecessor, but with a little more beef to it and a much higher shot count, thanks to the 30cc carbon Kevlar bottle. Weighing in at just 6.4 pounds, it's one of the lightest hunting rifles on the market and is already a massive hit with hunters. To collapse the stock, you simply grab hold of it near the joint and lift it upwards to release the mechanism. It's absolutely rock solid, which I know has been a concern with many other folding stock rifles from other manufacturers. If you like your side lever rifles, then you're going to love this one. It's been ergonomically designed and uses a relatively short stroke with minimal effort to cock the rifle. Brocock's self-indexing magazines are also superb, and you get 11 shots in 22 and 13 shots in 177. The Pathfinder XR features BRK's classic 2-stage adjustable trigger unit, which can be adjusted for pull weight, length of stage, and blade position. As far as pull weight goes, it's just over 1 pound straight from the factory. As you would expect, a rifle of this quality requires the very best regulator, and just like its other PCP rifles, BRK has installed a Huma unit, which is linked to a floating hammer system. This is another one of those wonderful rifles that I'm really struggling to put down, and it really is a lot of fun to shoot. This double-barrel PCP airgun is insane. At first glance, it looks like something between a sawed-off shotgun and a futuristic hand cannon, and that impression isn't far from the truth. This pistol's built for slugs, but in the 72 version, it can also fire 12-gauge birdshot loads, making it extremely versatile. The airgun weighs in at around 3 pounds, which makes it surprisingly light for the kind of power it delivers, and it comes in 2 main barrel configurations, a short version of about 4 inches and a longer version stretching to roughly 11 inches. The AEA Harpoon is a compact pistol, but when you pull the trigger, it delivers the kind of punch you'd expect from a big-bore air rifle. With its short 4-inch barrel, it pushes 50 caliber slugs at around 600 to 650 feet per second, delivering up to 110 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. Step up to the 11-inch barrels and you're looking at 700 to 750 FPS and a jaw-dropping 150 foot-pounds of energy. When you fire both barrels at once, the combined impact feels like you're unloading a small cannon. You can load the same cartridge with different projectiles or use specific barrels for specific calibers like 45, 50, 58, and 72. The pistol is powered by 2 small but high-pressure cartridges, each holding about 11 cubic centimeters of air and capable of being filled up to 5,000 psi. That's a lot of pressure in a small package. Each barrel has its own cartridge, which means you get 2 shots before you need to swap or refill. The need for a 5,000 psi fill source means you'll need the right equipment to keep it running, which not every airgunner has on hand. For enthusiasts who crave something bold and unconventional, the AEA Harpoon is an absolute blast to shoot. At around $439, it's not cheap, but for what it delivers, it's a steal in the big bore PCP world. Following requests from law enforcement, FN got to work improving ergonomics and adaptability of its 303 less lethal system. The FN 303 Tactical Less Lethal Launcher is the result of those requests. With the ability to customize the buttstock, grip, and sighting systems, you can now have a specialized launcher. To begin with, the included FN SCAR stock allows full adjustment of cheek rise, length of pull, and foldability. The 303 Tactical Less Lethal Launcher comes with a mil-spec A2 style pistol grip. The continuous Picatinny rail carries the fully adjustable polymer sights with 60 MOA of compensation. However, the rail also accepts various other sights and lights for those who prefer advanced optics. A shorter tank and compact 7.6-inch barrel establish a better balance point. As a result, the 303 has faster handling, sighting, and reduced fatigue. Upgrades to the air operating system not only help improve handling, but also cut maintenance time in half. The 303 Tactical can now fire 5,000 projectiles before the first round of maintenance is necessary. Moreover, the semi-automatic nature of the FN 303, combined with a 15-round drum magazine, provides an important advantage over single-shot or manually operated launchers. Statistics gathered from law enforcement incidents deploying less lethal devices indicate that often multiple strikes are necessary to stop a threat. This innovative semi-automatic PCP air pistol boasts unique features for an exceptional shooting experience. The Hudson VLOX is available in 3 calibers, 177, 22, and 25. It offers extremely high levels of energy and muzzle velocity. Propulsion is provided by a 55cc 250-bar air tank located under the barrel and filled through a Foster-type valve featuring a built-in high-visibility pressure meter on the left side. When filled to the optimal pressure level, the PCP tank will provide up to 22 shots. The VLOX air pistol features a 5.5-inch steel barrel with a thread at the muzzle and feeds through detachable rotary magazines holding up to 14 pellets. Sights include a removable drift adjustable rear with green fiber optic inserts and a height adjustable front post with a red fiber optic insert. A MIL STD 1913 Picatinny rail on top allows the use of optical sights. The power level makes the Hudson VLOX a regulated air gun in some jurisdictions, and in certain countries it will only be available to firearm license holders, and buyers may be required to register it. Built with firearm-grade components, this compact rifle delivers 55 joules of power, more than enough to stop threats and deter anyone who dares to invade your space. Out of the gate with the standard 7-inch barrel, you're hitting 55 joules of muzzle energy, which is no joke for less lethal. I chronographed it at around 400 FPS with standard 68 caliber training rounds. That's enough to drop a threat at close range or deter from afar, and it feels way more authoritative than other less lethal guns. Want more power? Swap in the optional 9-inch barrel and you're pushing up to 70 joules for some serious stopping force. At just 19 inches overall length and a featherweight 4 pounds, it's compact enough to stash in a closet or under the bed without feeling like you're lugging a full AR. The standard M17 SMG style mag holds 8+1 rounds, but if you want to stay in the game longer, the optional 25-round ADN drum has you covered. With a fresh 9CI tank, you're getting a solid 39 shots at full power before the velocity starts to dip. That's better than most CO2-powered competitors by a good 20 to 30%. Refilling is easy with a standard adapter, but fair warning, tanks aren't cheap, so keep a few on hand. The Grimberg TYR, it's loaded with practical features, a Magpul sling mount, a Magpul MOE K2 Grip XL with textured rubber for a solid grip even with gloves, a Magpul hand stop for better control, and a UTG Pro 5-inch R1 handguard with Picatinny rails to add a light, laser, or whatever else you need. For protecting your space or training for serious scenarios, the TYR keeps you in control without crossing into lethal territory. It's straightforward, dependable, and built to back you up. Bigger, badder, and chock full of awesome. The X Products 308 Multi-Use Launcher Kit converts an AR-308 upper into a powerful launcher system. Simply push in the gas port and screw down the pressure tube and you're ready to launch. The MUL is exceedingly well made and guarantees to put a smile on your face. The package allows you to shoot full-size projectiles and the ability to install the X4 golf ball launcher. Depending on ball fit and blank cartridge, the X4 and the MUL can shoot a golf ball over 1,000 yards, 400 yards further than the cannon. Projectile options are only limited by your creativity and local laws. Many customers are 3D printing projectiles, making the impossible possible. Although fun and exceedingly entertaining, the MUL needs to be treated with respect. It could be deadly if shot at any live object. The multi-use launcher retails at $499 and is compatible with any .308 patterned AR lower. This tiny, weirdly versatile shooter is equal parts pocket-friendly novelty and actually useful micro crossbow. The V39 is a true hybrid. It shoots 16.5 centimeter mini crossbow bolts and is also set up to launch 6mm steel or lead ball bearings, so you can swap between arrow-style shots and rapid ball ammo for different tasks. Constructed from high-strength nylon and reinforced with stainless steel, the V39 offers a durable yet lightweight build. Sellers list an effective range up to about 65 to 70 meters, plus the 250 FPS power makes it useful for backyard plinking, pest control, or just looking tactical on the trail. Its compact design and powerful output are complemented by arc-shaped nickel-plated manganese steel bow limbs, ensuring enhanced tension and durability. Equipped with a 20mm scope rail, it's ready for adding optics to boost accuracy, and the included bowstrings and 5 crossbow bolts provide everything needed to get started. Next up, we have a less lethal gun designed as a firearm replacement for places where firearms might be prohibited. It's a CO2-based 68 caliber system like many of the others. However, the big difference is that it hits harder, a lot harder, at 36 joules of energy. The Grimberg gavel is even built like a real gun, machined out of aluminum and using Glock sights. Likewise, it has an optics cut and an underbarrel rail for mounting lights or lasers. The CO2 cartridge is loaded through the grip, and the nut is tightened down until snug without piercing the cartridge. When you're ready to use the gun, give it that last quarter turn to pierce the cartridge and prime it. The gavel has a 5-round internal magazine that's not rapidly reloadable. However, as the Grimberg folks pointed out, less lethal situations rarely require reloading. Grimberg has a kinetics projectile that contains a 10% CS plus 2% OC combination. According to the company, it's the most potent irritant ball on the market, combined with the kinetic force of the 6-gram ball itself. Then there are the heavy joule rounds that are 7.8 grams of magnetic iron/nylon composite. These are what get you that 36 joule impact at 315 FPS. Yes, it looks like a normal slingshot. You know, the kind kids play with to shoot at cans and bottles during bored summer afternoons. Except the simple shot hammer can be reinforced with multiple attachable accessories, allowing you to turn a regular slingshot into a powerful hunting weapon. Billed as the most advanced adult slingshot in the market, it sports a hammer grip that allows you to clutch it like a pistol, providing a stronger and more intuitive grip than those found in traditional forked stick designs. The simple shot hammer comes with an interchangeable head that allows you to turn it into a powerful sling bow. That's right, you can use this for bow hunting, bow fishing, and shooting arrows into zombie skulls. A removable wrist brace allows you to equip it for more stable shooting with a clever design that allows you to fold it into the fork so the whole thing can fit in your pocket. It even comes with a rail at the bottom for mounting a variety of accessories. The simple shot hammer is priced at $99.98.